Hello, my name's Rianne. A year ago, I took a challenge and I started walking 20 minutes a day, and it's made a huge difference to my health and my fitness. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about it. So, I'm 59 years of age and I retired a couple of years ago. I took early retirement. And as part of that journey of early retirement, I've decided I need to increase my well-being, my fitness levels, and really get into training for old age. So a year ago, a challenge popped up on, I think it was Facebook, popped up on my screen. Why don't you join us for this challenge and walk for 20 minutes every day and you'll feel a whole lot better at the end. And I thought, oh yeah, I can do that. That's easy enough. I can go out for 20 minutes. Um, I, I walk relatively often, but not every day. In the past, I've had a Fitbit and tried to do my step count, but it didn't really work out. I found it really stressful, particularly when I was working long hours. In fact, I wasn't really focused on walking more. It was, yeah, Freudian slip. I was working more. So just at the end of the day, when I saw that I hadn't reached the magic 10,000 steps and got the hooray, you've achieved your goal, it'd be more stressful. Anyway, back to the challenge. So I had a tick list. I ticked every single day. Big, nice green pen. Who doesn't like a tick list? I'm an ex-teacher, so brilliant. Ticked it off every day. I went out 20 minutes. But of course, you don't really go out 20 minutes, do you? Because when you're outside, I just go a little bit further, or I'll just walk into town and have a cuppa, or, I need something from the shops, or the weather's really nice, and for our walk tomorrow, why don't we go off by that stream, or whatever. And I did find that automatically my step count was increasing. So after the challenge, I thought, oh, I'm going to carry this on. And I did think I'm going to increase my steps a bit. I was nowhere near, if I'm honest, 10,000 steps. It was probably nearer 5,000, 6,000. But I thought, okay, I'm going to really make an effort to build it up to 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, and be really consistent. So, ooh, I think a wasp bee just hit me on the head. Um, my my mum, who's 86, has trouble with arthritis in her knees, and she can still walk really well for her age. Some days not so good, some days better than others. But my fear is that as I'm getting older, coming up to 60 this year, I've just got to really start to look after myself a little bit more. Working life was very stressful, and to be honest, it felt like that's all I had time for. I loved my job, really enjoyed it, but now I've got my life back, I've got freedom. And if I don't start to look after myself properly now, when am I ever going to do it? So, for the hope of training for old age, um, so being flexible and being well and being able to walk as long as I can, hopefully into my 90s, it'd be great if I reached 100. I've got to start somewhere. All the research says that walking daily is good for your health, good for your cardiovascular health, good for your mental health, good for your well-being, good for your joints, makes you more flexible. So couldn't see that there was anything to lose by giving it a go. Um, how have I done it? How have I increased my steps? Well, I've made a commitment to myself to go out for a walk every day, and I normally do it relatively early in the morning. So after I've got up, done some stretches, had my shower, got dressed, I will go out for a walk. Um, on a normal day, a weekday, I'll walk into town. I live in a small, border town, so it's in Shropshire, but it's on the Welsh borders. And from our house, it's about 20 minutes if I go the short way, and half an hour if I go the long way into town. So perfect, really, for a stroll into town, a little mooch around town, maybe a cup of tea, and walk back. And on most days, that will be my 10,000 steps done. I can go through fields because we're right near the countryside. I can go through fields, playing fields, or there's a park that I can walk through. We're right by the country, so I could go, there's a nice sort of beauty spot, a little hill that I could go up. On the whole, because I'm walking on my own, I'm an urban walker. For safety, I'll go where I'm familiar, where it's well lit. Um, Other little tips, like when we're parking at the supermarket, we'll go, I'll make my partner, or if I'm driving, park at the furthest spot, so there's a few more steps to go. Um, and I love that. As time has gone on, now, just over a year on, I'm regularly, every single day, I think there's probably about 2 days over the last 6 to 8 months that I haven't done my 10,000 steps. And I love that. I feel a whole lot better for it. I feel healthier. My joints feel better. Um, I feel more relaxed. It's definitely part of my routine. When I'm out and about, I sometimes just daydream. Sometimes I listen to audiobooks. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. It's just a really nice time to myself. There's been some wonderful highlights over the year. So I call them my long lost cousins. So my Welsh relatives got in touch I think it was around November. I hadn't seen them for a while, many years, and they said that they were doing a sort of coastal walk, and did I want to join them, which I did. As it was a little bit further than I thought it was going to be. It was actually 10 miles, and I sort of panicked a little bit, like, oh, I don't want to let them down. I really want to see them. But 10 miles, I don't think of myself as someone who can walk 10 miles. But I did it. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful day. We were chatting all the time, which really helps. We walked part of it along the beach. The scenery was good. So, yeah, I was aching a bit afterwards, but I did that. And since then, we've booked on a couple of walking weekends. My friend runs a small travel business that she set up in COVID, of all things, but it's really successful. And she does walking weekends. We did one in the Cotswolds, one a coastal walk in Exmoor, and we've got another one booked in Anglesey. And a few other friends go along to that as well, so it's a really nice sociable thing to do. Again, it's still a challenge for me. I'm not the worst in the group, but mentally I have to talk to myself. Yeah, you can do it. It's fine. And I can do it, but it's still a bit of a challenge. But if I don't challenge myself, I'm not going to get any better. Um, anyway, what do you think? Do you want to increase your step count? Is walking something that you enjoy? Um, do you want to, get better at walking more regularly? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for listening.